Good morning. Thank you very much for inviting me here, and also thank you very much for coming to hear my lecture. And today I have 45 minutes, and also this situation is not perfect for my images because my images is very white, but at the same time I like this atmosphere very much because normally the lecture is held in very closed black spaces, which is good for the images, but very isolated. But today, I can have very good feeling, but I little bit worry my images, so please be patient, and I hope everyone can enjoy the little bit too bright images. And today, I like to introduce 8 projects quickly, and my intention about building is try to make a building which has a continuity to the environment, to the outside, and at the same time also building makes the interior space, and the interior space also I like to have continuity between different programs as much as possible. And this is for me is a kind of to make a kind of open space to open and to invite everyone to join the space, and where people can have some communication, and also it's one of the for me is an important thing to make a building. And the first building is the EPFL Rolex Learning Center, which completed 2 years ago in Lausanne in the university. And this started from the competition, and it's a kind of a learning school, but the EPFL like to have a space where the students come from every different department and can stay and can communicate. And the EPFL believes that is a kind of a new type of also education. And we propose one-story building like that. But you see that these are huge existing EPFL, the buildings, and then in front of the building at the university, there's a space and which is a site and face to the lake. This shows the diagram, the existing campus, and then from the city, if you come from the city, you arrive here, or either take tram and arrive around here. And then there are the small houses, and there is a lake. And we propose one-story building instead of a few floors building, because we thought that maybe to make a kind of a meeting space, or the space to open to the public, it's maybe better that we not divide the programs in different floors, but try to arrange in the one floor. But at the same time, if we design the one floor building, the footprint become very big. So that means that people can approach from everywhere, but still can reach the edge of the building. So this idea, we developed the one-story building, but has a different level. And then that means that people can from everywhere and can naturally invite the center of the building, not the edge of the building. And also from the in front, if you stand in front of the new building, still you can see the existing campus, and also you can pass under the new building, and you can approach to also the existing campus. This is what our idea when we designed this. This is the diagram. So there is one big one-story building, and there are 2 hills. So under the hills, you can approach to the existing campus, and also you can approach the center of the building. This is the entrance, main entrance of this building. So this is the model. And then once you arrive at the center of the building, you can go to the place of your aim. And two big hills divide one big space to three zones. And also we add the courtyards. So courtyard even more divide softly to smaller zones, but it's big one room space. And so there is a one hill, so there is a one zone, one area, and you go up the hill, you can see another zone, and also you can see the another hills. This is a diagram, so the one-story building move to different level. And then normally the courtyard is a kind of very intimate space. It's outside but very isolated from real outside. But here, this type of courtyard, the one side is connected directly to in this building, but at the same time the other side go up, and then this courtyard also have a relation to the existing campus or the existing city. And you automatically invited to the highest place with the restaurant where you can see the lake, or even the back side, also through the big courtyard you can see the lake. This is the model, so there are two hills, and one hill moved to the center at the back. And then always you see the existing campus or the city through under the shell. And because of the floor and the ceiling move basically parallelly, so you see, if you go up the top of the small hill, you can see this space, but the ceiling come down, so I mean that you cannot see the edge of the building. You can always feel continuity, but you can see only the part of the big space. So if you move in this building, always a new space appear around you, and always you feel just a continuity. And to achieve this, we collaborate a lot of engineers. Most critical thing is the structure. So our structure engineer Sasaki made the software to achieve this, and then this is a dialogue of the structure. So because the angle of the curve or the position of the courtyard works as a kind of to achieve this structure. And together communicate with computer through Sasaki, that because sometimes the concrete is very heavy, so that the courtyard works to reduce the weight of the concrete. And sometimes because the biggest span is 80 meters, so sometimes if we just try to decide the angle of the curve, sometimes the computer said I should make a 2-meter thickness of the concrete floor, and which is impossible, too heavy. So this dialogue, and then we finalize this. For example, it's too wide, so to change the angle, the slope, and sometimes computer asks very steep one to get a thin floor, but then it's impossible to use for the people, and sometimes to change the position of the courtyard, and then we can get rid of the weight of the concrete, and finally we decide the final shape. And also this building just use the natural ventilation, so then this position also very important to achieve without air conditioning. And then then if we try to get the natural ventilation, the speed of the wind also very important to have a comfortable interior space. So this also the climate engineer suggests we must move courtyard a little bit this direction or height. And also the natural light issue, and also one thing is a sound issue. We like to make one big space, but we don't want to just a noisy space or just quiet space. the food court or restaurant should be loud and very lively, but at the same time library should be quiet. So also the floor or ceiling or the glass wall of the courtyard works as a kind of division of the sound. And finally, through the collaboration with many engineers, we made a final plan. And this is the model photo. So there are small hill and another big hill, and there are mainly 3 spaces on the flat area. This is the multi-purpose space, and this is main entrance. People come from everywhere and can arrive here. And then there's the cafe and food court, also the bank or the bookshop or the student's office, and then go up to the hill. The highest place there is a restaurant, and then you move the top of the hill, you arrive the library with the quiet area behind this courtyard, and then you go down, there is a research area, research center, and offices, and also on the middle of the hill there is some small group workspace. And every courtyard has openings and the controlled by the computer, so if temperature increase, and automatically these doors open and to get the cold air from the lake, and then throw away the hot air highest point of the buildings. And this is the photo from the existing campus. And then this is under the slab, you see the either entrance, because there are because this is the main entrance, but also each area has an independent entrance, which means that you can directly enter the food court through here, or the multi-purpose space through here, or the office distance, or also the interior activity go to the outside, under the slab. And this is you see the entrance, and also you see the interior activities of new building, learning center, but at the same time always you can see the existing campus. And this is also another view, another entrance to the office. And this is the photo of the party, so from the cafe or from the food court, something come out, and in winter it's impossible. Lausanne is cold, but from the spring to the autumn, the people can enjoy eating or reading or playing under the concrete slab. This is the cafe, and this is a hill, and this you can feel always the continuity, either floor or the ceiling, and then there are a few courtyards. And always you can see the interior activity moving, but at the same time, parallelly, something happened just next to this building. This is the hill, top of the hill. And if you go to this, you arrive at the restaurant, and if you go to this, you arrive at the library, and you go down, you can arrive at the research center or the group workspace. This is back, there is a library, there's a restaurant, and from restaurant you go down, you arrive at the food court, and you can see another hill to continue to another area. This is a multi-purpose space for 600 people. And this is the opening ceremony, and this space has a movable wall, so sometimes completely divided from the rest of the space. You see I like to have interior, this building, try to have a continuity to the surrounding, also existing campus, and also inside the many things happen. Each area softly divided, but also have possibility to be connected. And next one is a small office building in Tokyo. It's a tiny, the total square meter is 1,000 square meter, And client have a small company, and he didn't want to have offices divided completely by floors. So we propose to bring the 3 courtyards, which has double height, and through courtyard, 2 different floors are connected. This is the plan, and then this is a section. So it's the front big road, and there is 1 courtyard, and there is another courtyard and 3rd courtyard, and always the people can see each other through the courtyard. And actually this is a 5-story building, but many floors. And also the client want to make a office to open to the also public, so ground floor use for the public, use open to the public, and some people can come with lunchbox and can spend the time. And this is show it's the 4 doors, and it's normally open, and then the people can just come and stay and to spend the time. And sometimes client also organize some workshops, some many events, and he believes from now the I don't know here, but Japan is before the office is very not public area, but he believes the small, especially small office, but big office maybe, is very important for from now to be connected to the society of local area. This is also the ground floor and the first floor through the reception, and is in the center of the Tokyo downtown. So I try to make every space from everywhere people can feel the working in the city with that area. So this is next courtyard to connect this, and from different level, they always can enjoy or can feel the city. And this is the last courtyard. This is the building, so 1, 2, and back there is another courtyard, and people who work in the office can enjoy the different level of Tokyo. And next one also the site is in Tokyo in downtown. It's a tiny private house, and which is around the site is 60 square meter, and the total floor area is 70, I think. And this is a half basement for the parking, and the ground floor is half ground floor, and dining kitchen entrance, and this is bathroom and bedroom, and top is terrace with stairs. And I try to, because a very small house, so I try to use a very thin column, not building structure, kind of more furniture scale. So, and make to have a continuity, make a big opening space. Is a half basement, and this is a half ground floor. And then there is one entrance from the car parking, small kind of living. And then you go up also half ground floor, and then there's a small entrance. This is 1.2 meter or something. And then dining kitchen. And then next is a bathroom and terrace. And next is a bedroom, and top is terrace. And all the different floors are connected by these openings. You see, this is a model, the thin column and the big openings. And the height, because of that, to connect very intimately, the ceiling height is 1.9 meter, so you can almost touch the next floor from the below. And this is the outside. This, the tiny. And then you see the from the terrace and the bedroom, and this is the bathroom and dining kitchen, and the bottom is a living space. And almost covered by the wall, and with these columns, and the wall become a kind of, I think, the space the client can manage a lot of things of kind of ornament or sometimes shelf. This is a small living space, have 50 centimeter, the small garden, and this is 1.2 meter, and then this is another terrace. So you see that this is the street, faced this house faced the small street, and this is 2 meter, a little bit higher than the street, and then this is bathroom, and then here is a bedroom, and then there is another opening. There is a small living space. You see the street, and then this is bathroom. And if you see the ceiling from the bottom, the different size of the openings are connected and connect a different small area. It's a bed corner. And from the terrace you see this. And from the top you see this. This is the terrace. And if you, I don't know, there is a bedroom, and you see that another terrace, and then you see also the bottom. And next one is what we are doing now is the 1 year ago we have a big disaster, and the architects started to do something, and we had a chance to meet the people of this small island people, and there are originally 100, there are 4 bays, small beach, and then 1 beach remain, but the 3 are gone, and there was originally 100, each beach has 50 houses, and 150 houses were gone by tsunami, and I met the people who live there. They started to have a study meeting to think about their future village style by themselves. And I had a chance to meet, and then I started to be involved and now discuss about what is a way to make the village to fit, to have a good relation to the nature area, because this island is a very beautiful island, which somehow some people knows maybe Matsushima. Matsushima is one of the government decided not to touch to keep this island. That this island is also the part of this island, and then this is just after the tsunami. 2 months later, it's many things gone, but if you walk, it's a very dynamic relation between the sea, and sometimes very deep the bay, but sometimes very open to the sea, and this island has this type of. And we first started the research. There is 1, 2, 3, and this is another 4 bay, and this bay remain, but these 3 the houses are gone, and now we are discussing with the people how to make these small villages in the beautiful area. And this is kind of the try to not demolish the beautiful, because beautiful nature zone as much as possible, but at the same time they really need safety, and so we discussing and one starting point, because this is now they are living this type of temporary house, and also that we made architects, we started to make the temporary meeting house. We said the house for all, which is because everyone live very small spaces, and they don't have a communal space. So we thought maybe nice try to make even the very small but small living kind of space, and then everyone can come and to talk and can eat. So this we started as a volunteer, but many companies also support, and also even from the Europe, my client also supported this program. And this is what we try to make: a big roof and a simple structure, and some, I don't know, this is still discussion, but it's some kitchen and some fireplace, small area, and a big outside space, because this island is a fisherman's area, so everyone said that they need a big terrace to treat the fish, to the raw fish, to take and to eat together under the terrace. And this is this is a very simple structure, and we make some roof and small interior space, and the construction start very soon, and maybe finish in 1-2 months. And this is the images. And next one is also island project, which started already 4-5 years ago and still process. And this is the Seto Island Sea, which located is west area. And there is a lot of small islands, and my island is one of the smallest islands. You can walk whole islands in maybe 2-3 hours. And there is a tiny village. And now, originally, the 3,000 people were living, but now 50 people, and then the average age is 75, or now 70, maybe 7 years. So that means that so many abandoned houses are there, and my client started to rent and to renovate this village to vitalize the smaller villages. And the idea is to rent houses which are abandoned and to change house to the gallery. So that means that this island, if you walk this village, it takes only 15 minutes. And then we can find 10 houses and to borrow and start to renovate, to change from the house to the gallery. And it takes time, and we will do very slowly. I did already renovation 3, and I'm now doing 2. Maybe it takes another 10 years to complete. But idea is that try to keep materials which we can use as much as possible, but also there are many already dangerous or the more broken houses. In that case, I decided to bring a new structure, which is plexiglass or aluminum. And always a gallery, I like to make a very transparent one, and try to make a mixture between the art and the existing environment, and also the elders people's lifestyle. So visitor can come to enjoy art, but also visitor can enjoy this atmosphere of this tiny villages. So it's kind of museum, but just kind of some beautiful the environment. So these are places which the client and we could borrow, and then we already started the renovation of this and this and this already the broken. So that I made a plexiglass the galleries, and now I'm preparing this second plexiglass galleries and this renovation. These are the use I can use the old materials. So this is the first one. There is this island is famous of islands, the stone islands, and so mountain made by the stone. And there is one tiny shrine of this island, and in foot of this shrine there was one house, and this is a good condition. So I thought we can use this material. So, but once anyway we must break and to check every materials from the top structure or the beam we can use, or we must change some part. And also the already here is broken, so to move this little bit center and try to also renovate surroundings. This is the original one, and I use part of this. And this, now before you saw the photo of like this, I move a little bit this, and then took away all partitions, become one gallery, and because of these walls worked for the structure wall to earthquake. So instead, I add two courtyards. These two courtyards works for the earthquake, and then also a little bit clean, renovate this area, and try to have a continuity of the foot of the small shrine. And these originally there were this wall made by the stone, which from this island. So I also added here and here, and some content. So this is the original stone, and I add this stone and also small stone, which between the small path and so the place, and the artists can use here and even here and the surroundings. And this is old material, and the structure also old material, and I removed all the walls, so this become very transparent. And then these two courtyards works the structure. These are all the structure, and art now here, and always visitors see the art with this island's atmosphere. And this new courtyard, and this you see you arrive here, and then you go up and you see this is the shrine, and then this area I renovated together with this the house, and then this is because these galleries are temporary galleries which change every 3-4 years, so that slowly change to be used, and sometimes some performance happen around this. And then move to the more middle of the village, this area, and then this completely broken, so the planning is I will use the aluminum, and this will come third phase or fourth phase, but the idea is the wall will be made by the aluminum and then reflect the surrounding villages. Also inside the real landscape come the wall of the interior space, and you see the art with reflection of the landscape and the real landscape. And then between the stone small hill, there's one thin path, and then I made already the gallery, and then now making the second gallery. This is a set, and you see the art, but always you see the surroundings, and sometimes you feel maybe the surrounding is a kind of art. This is the first project. This is the plexiglass works as a structure and very transparent. And this, and now one art is along the street. Always you see the art with existing concept. And then second one, the ring. So you enter here, you always surrounded by the art, but also you feel you are surrounded by the existing the landscape and condition. And third one, this is one of the highest place, go back again, and then small rest space. We made, because of this island road is always less than 2 meters, so really only one car is existing, but very small. So always we make something to connect it on the site. So this is we made in the factory and divided and again to be connected on the site. The resting space. And this also we are now preparing to make. This is the old house where the old days rich man was living, and then just try to use again the same old roof and structure as much as possible, and then we add the 2 big windows. And this is a very dangerous, but still this condition is very good condition in this island. So we can use the structure and roof. And this is the structure. And then we show that this existing structure and make 2 big windows, and this something like this. And the last one already renovated. This also use the roof and structure and add 2 big windows to connect the orthogonal to the side. And this locate just in front of the sea, so that this is again you see the stone of this island, and you see the art and also other scenery. So that means in this project, I try to use different materials, and you see, I hope you can enjoy just not only art, but also this atmosphere of the island, and you meet the stone, you meet wood, or sometimes very contemporary plexiglass or aluminum, but it's a kind of, I try to not to bring too strong design, but all different small things are connected, and I hope can bring some new atmosphere, but still people can feel the old atmosphere of this small island. And next one is also now we are at the end of the design period. Is suburbia of Tokyo is a small library, and our idea is because the residential area and lot of greens, and these are houses, and if I make even the small library, but the small library is bigger than the neighborhood, so I try to bring the separate. So it's a ground floor, is a library with some communal space. This is cooking lessons space, and this is to make poetry and porcelain, making the dish, and so this directly connected to the ground, and this is in Japan, always public library has a small lounge. People can see the newspaper or magazine is here, and then this is the entrance, and this will be gradually connected. This space is a library for children, and one separated some seminar space, and then top more connected, try to make a bigger space for the library exam. So my idea is ground floor, first floor, second floor has different size of spaces, and so that means the one bigger building compared to the surroundings, which is residential, is more some different scale and try to continuity to the surrounding scale and try to be mixed with the trees. It's too wide, but this is ground floor is spread and gradually are connected and to make a little bit bigger one room space. This is a model. And one also this is in United States, 1 hour from New York. It's a residential area, and the client is a private foundation, and they said it's a Grace Farm, the project name. And they said that in old days in United States, the Sunday morning people come to the church. It's not only religious reason aim, but also to have a conversation to keep the community. But now it's very difficult in the typical church. And the client likes to make such a space, so that means that it is a kind of one kind of the space to play mean not play pray, but also that they want to make the kind of a community center. So the site is very big and very beautiful, and that's also the maybe the 10-20 meter difference height, and in the site there is also 2 lakes, and there is we approach from here to here, and then there's a space, the hall, and then the big dining space, and the library and gymnasium, and also there's the soccer court, football, or there's a baseball space, or some small tiny chapel, or some fishing point. This sense try to make so this baseball and then this the whole connected, and there is one barn because this before used for the horse, so that means also we renovate the barn to be a kind of classes for the children, and then this also this kind I explain the Japanese house for all, but for me it's also this is a kind of house for all, and I think now it's very important for the people to think the area is not given, but everyone should be involved, and everyone can feel the area is own kind of that I'm one of the member of this area. This is the perspective. Try to follow the landscape, and we will use the wooden structure is facade but connected the contour of the landscape, and then make kind of soft curve. And this is a gymnasium, and with some big span is have some tension, and then so that this is a gymnasium, half basement, half the ground floor. This is the hall, and also expand, and this is the library, and then the another big dining means sometimes discussion, sometimes eating, and go up, and there is a big hall. And last one is the Noble Lands project that we are making now, and it may be finished this year, the summer or the autumn, summer maybe, and then open at the end of this year. And the site is 1 hour from Paris, and it was an old coal mine, and then so that means the 5-6 meters higher than the surrounding. There are many small brick houses which used for the workers now, and then it's a big museum, and we propose not to make one big one, but try to divide a few volumes, try to follow the existing landscape and also the existing some historical thing, which mean they say Cavalier is when that period there was a rail for train or some hole, and try to so that means we divide five, and also we bring some slightly curve. If just a straight one, sometimes cannot follow the existing landscape or existing historical thing, and try to make the relation to the existing conditions. This is the entrance hall, and then there is two galleries. One is the time gallery. This is the collection, and this is the temporary. And the Louvre's idea is the time galleries mean the Louvre's content from 4000 BC until the middle of 19th century. The art are arranged, and you can move between the art according to time, and also so you can understand the time continuity and also the continuity of the civilization, and arrive the glass gallery, and you can see also the current situation, and then have another gallery. So this gallery is a temporary, so sometimes focus this period, sometimes this area, or sometimes always together with this you can see you can understand many things. So try to make lower museum as much as possible to be integrated in the nature is our idea. And then this is one big entrance hall. People come from different directions, and the Louvre want to have a top right because they don't want to show their art in the closed box. Looks very isolated from the contemporary lifestyle. They want to show the art. People can feel continuity from the 4000 BC until now. So that means, to achieve that, they thought really need a natural light, and the people can feel some outside together with their collection. And this is a kind of study from the 4000 BC until the middle of the 19th century, and you can move between the art and the images. And then after that you arrive at the glass gallery, and you see, you understand, you move this space and arrive now. And then in the landscape, also clients like to show the history of this area, because after middle of 19th century, the industrial area started, and then 100 year and disappear. So that they like to show the history of the next 100 years, and then also you can see the existing, the current condition of the Rance city. And wall will be made by the aluminum, and to reflect the surroundings, and aim is to erase the disappear in the nature. And this is the mock-up, and this is to show this gallery with top light. But of course, the two layers of the Louvre so sometimes become very dark area and sometimes bright area. And this is a few months ago I took this photo. This is the entrance, and this maybe last image. Thank you very much.
Grazie Sejima-san, thank you very much for your talking and lecture. We loved your project, and we thank you again a lot for being here with us this morning.
Thank you very much.
e grazie anche a tutti voi per essere rimasti con noi ad ascoltare la sua Lectio Magistralis.